everyone, Big Mac here. Welcome back to our journey of Let's Play Quest 64. So, right when we left off, we're leaving Dondoran, and we were exploring the world around us. So, obviously, there's a big place to explore. We have the map. If we want to check a couple things here and there, obviously we got a long way to go before we get to DuranDuran. But, and then one day has passed by, but time doesn't really... Whoa! And we begin our first battle. So let me introduce the battle system in here. This little octagon is your region movement. The larger octopolyhedron, a lot larger polygon. I don't really want to count how many sides it has, but that's the play field. So if your little area it goes beyond it, you can escape from a battle if you need to. Obviously, the other thing we can do is attack these guys. We don't have a whole lot of things to do right now, but we do have our magic powers. So I would recommend we use our rock. Rock is a projectile. Ow. And then of course we get hit by their fire. There are two ways, and again, there I just used the water attack. So, you know, one thing obviously is to experiment with the different kinds of magic that you have, see what kind will work against certain enemies. Whoa! And right after that we start into our second battle. This time it's a little bunny. Oh, little bunny. Let's use our fireball attack on it. Ooh, let's see, wear hair. Now, sometimes you can't avoid whatever weapon the enemy sends your way, and sometimes you just can't. So, like, for the weird hair, it's pretty obvious that you can just avoid their spinningness, and in fact, we've already gained a spirit element just from battling a couple of enemies. So, like I mentioned, I'm going to focus on rock and fire this time, or earth and fire. So, we'll go ahead and boost up our earth spirit by 1. So, let's see here. So, let's see how our earth spirit does against a werehair now. Alright, instant kill. So in that sense, this game is not necessarily difficult, it's just a little on the long side. A couple other things you might have noticed. My MP, even though I used some magic spells, have already refilled. They are refilled, your MP gets refilled in one of two ways. Either A, by running around the world, or B, by whacking things with your staff. Every time you whack with your staff, you get you get 1 MP back. Now, a couple other things is how do we increase our offense and our defense? Or sorry, let me try that again. What are some different ways that we can affect our MP or our HP and our MP? Let me try this again. How do we up all of our stats? So we up our HP by whacking. We up our MP by naturally using magic. We up our defense by getting whacked. And we up our agility by running around and avoiding certain attacks by enemies. So, now that I've said it that way, it makes a lot more sense. Ooh, ¿qué es esto? We have a hippo. Let's hit him with a fireball. Big Mouth. What's Big Mouth gonna... Ooh, Big Mouth did not attack that turn. So, let's try and use our wind cutter, see how that does. And as you notice, it's pretty much the exact same weapon that the werehair uses. So, ow, that's a big water pillar. Whack! So if you guys remember looking at my water pillar was not nearly as... This is not going well. Alright, there we go. Let's up our earth to 1 more. And now with an earth of 4, if we check our weapons or our magic screen right now, we can see that if we pressed C left for Earth, and if we press it again, we can now activate a new weapon, Rock level 2. There is something over this way. So let's go ahead and use this spirit on our water. And again, you know, different people will find different techniques, various techniques useful. Over the course of the game, I don't think it's reasonable to try and max out all of your elements. maybe 1, at most 2, but maybe not even 1. So, since this guy hurt me a lot, I'm gonna try and attack him from a distance. This is the case where using the B button really comes in handy. This way you can, get right behind the enemy and, uh-oh, this is gonna hurt. Well, not as much as I was expecting, but still. A good amount. I'm down to about half health now, so let's keep exploring. Hey, there's a little house up that way. Let's go see who's inside. And we have another battle with Big Mouth. What I think I'm gonna do in the future is I'm definitely gonna be doing. Oh yeah, let's try showing rock level 2. And wow, it's a bigger rock. What a surprise! Ow. The good thing about a bigger rock is that obviously it'll have a better chance of hitting more enemies. Other problem here is I'm kind of getting hit a lot, and my rock attacks are not helping very much against this thing, so I might actually have to resort to using a. Well, I've got a couple options. I can either run after this battle. I have a couple of options, obviously. I can run back to Melroad, try and, just recoup there for a little while. Other option I have is just keep on trucking and see if I can get anywhere. And here we go. What's in this house? Hey, there's a spirit. And there's a really short lady. Hi, really short lady. Travelers don't show up here very often. It seems that it isn't safe anywhere these days. I see a future for you fraught with danger and challenges and no ordinary human could meet. Your destiny awaits you at the end of the longest road. You are so wise. Let's go ahead and use this spirit that we found. Let's up our wind, so now everything is at least level 2. For the purposes of this LP, I am gonna just use an item real quick. Fresh bread gives us 50 HP, which is more than we need actually, but that's alright. So now that we are reinvigorated, and we can continue heading to DuranDuran. I'm trying to think, are there more enemies that we have not encountered yet? I believe there are. So that's another thing that we're gonna have to keep an eye out for. Let's see here. How about? Well, let's try water on these guys. Maybe water is their more natural. Yeah, water is definitely their more natural enemy in this case. Ooh, let's use our upgrade on our fire. And again, here we got Big Mouth. So, Big Mac meets Big Mouth. Alright. Let's try throwing a rock at him. And I actually might utilize the escape feature in this battle. I haven't decided yet. Depends on how close Big Mouth winds up getting. He seems like he's staying far away enough, so I shouldn't have to worry about his attacks too much. But you never know. So you see, now that I'm actually outside of the perimeter of the big polygon, I can quit this battle really quickly if I wanted to. But I think, yeah, that was a good whacking. Good job, Brian. So again, right now there's no real way for us to heal ourselves other than using items. That'll change in a little while, and in fact, most people who play through this game, their first instinct is to up their level. Hey, here's another spirit. Their first instinct is to up their water stats to a reasonable level. And, well, here's, what does this person say? Further along is DuranDuran and the Connor Forest. Don't get careless in the woods. A robber is about. Oh no, that's not good. So I think what we're gonna do is we've just about made it to DuranDuran. Yeah, we're pretty close now. So I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll do a couple more battles out here outside. And now that our fire has been up to a spirit of 4, we can now activate Fireball, or Fireball level 2, which basically lets us shoot 2 fireballs at once. So again, you know, it costs twice as much MP as before, but now we have the ability to hurt him more than we definitely were able to before. Let's try whacking this guy. Alright. And I'm trying to tell if it's turning into sunlight already. I think it might be. It might. Ooh, this is a new guy. We have. Let's use our fireball on this creature. The Man-Eater, and he throws rocks. So if you're trying to up your agility, he's actually a really good enemy to confront right at the beginning of the game. Because, I mean, admittedly, it is pretty easy to avoid the rock attacks. Especially if the enemy is not running around or anything. Or if it's like the Man-Eater has very low mobility. Look, it might be just me, but I think day is beginning to break on the next day. Again, we don't really have to go to sleep or anything. There's no real notion of, you know, fatigue or anything like that in this game. Ow. Stop messing with the fireballs, won't ya? Would ya? Please? The other good thing is that, yeah, these guys, they shoot right over you, even if you're right next to them. So, again, if you want to just up, you know, various things, either your MP or your HP, by whacking, or whatever, these guys actually tend to be pretty easy. Let's up our... Yeah, everything's coming up pretty evenly now. Woof! Already? Dang, another battle? Alright, so what I'm going to try and do is, in the time that we have left, you see that is one thing with the fireball at a higher level, you can direct it toward multiple enemies as well. So, that's a pretty cool thing. So what I'm going to do now is, with the time remaining, is try and get to DuranDuran and find the hotel and rest for a bit. So there's DuranDuran. With any luck, we can make there without having too many more encounters. We'll just see how it goes. Luck, 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 yeah! Alright. So here is the city, or the town of DuranDuran, with DuranDuran Castle. And we'll have to do a few things here in town, but I think for the purpose of this episode, I'm just going to go to the hotel, which is right here, next to the big castle. And I'm just going to go to the hotel and sleep, and spend the night. So, hey, it's Shannon again. Nice to meet you again, Master Apprentice. I'm surprised you made it this far so quickly. Well, you too. I assume you've heard a robber is hiding in the forest not far from here. He has blocked off the road to Loch Kildery. Just our luck. We're stuck here until the road opens again. So, obviously, now, in order to continue any further, we're going to have to confront this thief in the forest and figure out something from there. So, it is now day 2, according to this, and let's continue our save. No, I think we are about done for tonight, or for this episode. So this is Big Mac saying, later.